Welcome to this week's edition of Peak Performers Life, sponsored by Express Employment Professionals. Listen in as Walter teaches us all how to go to the next level.
Peak Performers Life. All this month, we've been talking about vision. In other words, how do you see the world around you? I have a strong opinion on it. Some people focus on problems, while peak performers focus on possibilities. You can easily get distracted by problems. All you have to do is watch the news. We are constantly reminded of the world around us and what's so bad about it. But I have a different perspective. I have a different view. When I look at my world, I see nothing but possibilities. And I hope you do too. Because when you see possibilities, that will keep you encouraged. That will keep you strengthened. That will keep you focused. So all month we've been talking about vision. Some people have vision. Some people merely have sight. If you focus on problems, you have sight. But if you focus on possibilities, that opens up the door for you to have incredible vision. And your ability to go out in the marketplace and solve problems can separate you from the competition. This episode, we want to talk about visionary leadership. In other words, how does vision play out in leadership? Leaders, I want you to understand something very, very clear. If you want your organization to grow, you must grow first. I get a kick out of clients every now and then. I get a CEO that calls me and he's big time. And he says, Walter, I need you to come in there and talk to my people. My people need to hear from you. And they go through a laundry list of complaints and things they want me to fix. But I notice when I get in the ballroom, that CEO is not there. He's somewhere else. That sends a poor message to the people they're trying to lead. I'll never forget a conference I did with Ken Blanchard and Peyton Manning. We were in Indianapolis, Indiana. And Ken Blanchard, one of the most respected training and development gurus around the world, sat in the front row and took notes. I almost freaked out. Ken Blanchard is taking notes of me speaking. And when I got done with that program, Ken Blanchard came up to me and validated me in a way that I never forgot. Everyone in that ballroom knew that Ken Blanchard was a premier primary training and development guru. But everyone in that ballroom saw Ken Blanchard in the front row taking notes. You guys know what happened. As he took out his notepad, everyone in that ballroom took out their notepad. See, leaders, you have to understand, you set the tempo. And if you want your organization to grow, you must grow first. You need to set the tempo. You need to set the example. Because if you set the example that you will never arrive and you continue to learn, everyone in your organization will buy into the same concept and they will never arrive and they will continue to learn. Leaders, you have to think very clearly. Take an out-of-body moment right now and just ask yourself the question, what do my people need from me? You know, a lot of times we live in such a selfish world. We always focus on our own perspective, but I want leaders to take just a moment right now. And I don't care if you're the CEO, I don't care if you're a manager, if you have anyone that reports to you, take a brief moment and ask yourself a simple question. What do these people need from me? See, if you attack it from that perspective, it will open up all kind of possibilities for you to naturally become a better leader. Here's what I know they need from you. They need you to be confident. There's nothing worse than a leader who's lacked confidence. When you lack confidence, it's hard for them to be confident as well. Another thing they need from you is incredible vision. People love to be a part of something bigger than them. People love to be a part of something exciting. You have to constantly tweak and create a vision to get everyone on board excited. And you have to make sure you keep preaching your vision as much as you can to keep everyone on the same page. Now, you can't be so strict to your vision that you don't have the ability to adjust or tweak it or to improve it. But you have to have an incredible vision. But most importantly, you need to get everyone tied in and bought in to your vision. See, there's nothing better than a team full of people all pulling in the same direction. Just like a boat when people rowing with oars at the same time, when you're in the same rhythm, going at the same pace, that boat is very efficient. That boat is powerful. That boat will get there faster and quicker than anyone else. Leaders, take another moment. Your people are looking at you every single day, which means you need to improve your executive presence. You need to improve your platform skills when you speak. You need to always look like success and look like money. I did a client event for a credit union in Georgia, and this CEO once a month went around and shook everybody's hands. These employees loved this man because he knew that they cared, that he cared about them. And when he touched base with them, he didn't talk about business. He talked about things very, very personal. The old saying is this: they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You need to get people on your team that buy into your vision, but most importantly, you need to understand that you need to get the right people on this bus. You need to have the right people in the right places for this vision to come alive. Now, another thing that I want to talk about visionary leadership today is I'm reading a book, and you guys have heard about this book. It's called Good to Great. Jim Collins does a great job. He interviews 1,500 companies, and one of the chapters in this book I'm going to share with you today, he says good is the enemy to great. That's a powerful lesson. In fact, the title of that chapter is a game changer. Good is the enemy to great. Visionary leaders, you just don't want to have a good product, a good service, a good company. You want to be great. All these household companies that we hear about, that are blue chip stocks that we hear about and just thrown about in conversations, guess what? They're not just good, they are great. So I want you to change your perspective on that word good. Good is not good enough. I want you to have a vision to become great. And if you get everyone on your team buying into that vision, that, hey guys, we might be good today, but one day we're going to become great. Guess what, visionary leaders? You've created a vision and you have a humming workforce that's ready to come to work with passion, creativity, and innovation. Everyone's talking about this buzzword now in corporate America called employee engagement. If you have great vision, if you have A-type performers, if you have everyone inside of your organization pulling in the same direction, trust me, employee engagement will not be a problem. Here's one other thing I want to share with you as I close. I did some more research. Do you guys know across America, the United States, from 2012 to 2013, companies have increased spending on leadership development. I'm not just saying that because we have a fabulous executive coaching program. I am kinda, but I want you to understand you need to invest in your people. Across the board, 14% of companies are investing 14% more of their resources into leadership development. In fact, small businesses, small America, invested even more. Their investment dollars are up 23% in leadership development. In fact, your organization will be not only a reflection of you, but a reflection of your people. And if you invest in their development, they'll stay around longer, they'll be more productive, and they'll know how much you care. Because I got this leadership training here because my company cares about me. So here's a rhetorical question. How much money have you invested in your employees' development? And I'm talking about every level. The research that I'm doing right now is mind-boggling. So are you investing dollars in the development of you? Are you investing dollars in the leadership development of the people that you hire? See, visionary leaders, I want you to understand something very, very simple. You need a highly engaged, highly motivated, intact, bright, sharp, innovative, creative workforce that can come today every single day and apply these lessons as they learn them in their development. Now, is your company focused on being good, or is your organization focused on being great? When you look at the marketplace, do you see problems or do you see possibilities? Visionary leaders, I want you to understand your organization will be a reflection of you. As you grow, your entire organization will grow. I want to thank you for this time, Peak Performance Life. All month we talked about vision. And I want you to leave you this month with one powerful statement. How you see the world around you will have a huge impact on how you attack. Do you see problems or do you see possibilities? We see possibilities and we don't see problems. When I do see a problem, we solve it and move on.